I'm Julie Kohler, host of the White Picket Fence podcast. If you've read the opinion section of any newspaper lately, you've probably come across think pieces, panicking about falling marriage rates. They make sweeping claims that getting married will make you happier, healthier, and wealthier. Some even say that getting married is a way to stick it to the elites. I'm not so sure about that. This season on White Picket Fence, we're examining the current marriage panic. We'll go beyond the rosy sheen of love and commitment and expose the darker side to all of this marriage talk and explore what becomes possible when we broaden our imagination around what relationships can look like. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
White Americans aren't afraid of the cops, even when they're engaged in attempting to occupy our capital to steal the votes of people who look like me. Because in their minds, they own this country, they own that capital, they own the cops work for them, and people like me have no damn right to try to elect a president. Because we don't get to pick the president, they get to pick the president. They own the president, they own the White House, they own this country.
Democracy is fragile, and the past 4 years have shown us this.
Because if they actually cared about rule of law, they would speak up when people break the law. They would speak up. They would enforce fairness and equity, but they don't give a damn about the law. They don't give a damn about order. They don't give a damn about safety. They give a damn about white supremacy.
Less than a week into 2021, we saw yet again that white supremacy, hate, and incompetent leaders continue to be a few of the reasons that our democracy hangs by a simple thread. Despite it all, we saw the work of Black, brown, and Indigenous women of color organizing and making history to push forward better policies and legislation.
My people survived centuries of slavery, genocide, and brutal assimilation policies. But throughout our past, tribal nations have fought for and helped build this country.
I believe so strongly that our government is meant to serve all the American people, all of whom deserve to know their government has their back.
We will fight for housing in every community that is affordable, decent, and safe.
Welcome to Season 6 of the Brown Girl's Guide to Politics, the one-stop shop for women of color who want to hear and talk about the world of politics. I'm your host and founder of the Brown Girl's Guide to Politics, A'shanti Gholar. As women of color, we know that this work has no end date. Even with new leadership in the White House, Congress, and in many states across the country, we must prepare for another 4 long years of hard work.
We first, though, want to get to those new headlines this morning. Coronavirus cases worldwide are now topping 1 million.
President Biden and Vice President Harris's first 100 days plan is to confront a growing pandemic, an economic crisis, climate change, and white supremacy, just to name a few things. As we know, these issues greatly impact Black, brown, and Indigenous people of color the most. We must continue to uphold and push our political leaders to create effective change. In this season, we will be joined by expert guests to dissect the Biden-Harris administration's first 100 days plan and how it impacts us, our communities, and the world. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.